Thank you very much for visiting our video, which is part of an article published in the Teaching in Higher Education journal. The title is Environmental Sustainability and Social Justice in Higher Education, a critical ecofeminist approach in sports science.
Hi, my name is Nuria Cuenca-Soto, predoctoral fellow at the Autonomous University of Madrid, and I'm presenting this video on behalf of María Santos-Pastor, Oscar Chiva-Bartoll, and Fernando Martínez-Muñoz, who are professors at the Autonomous University of Madrid and Jaume I University of Castellón, and we are members of Rodrigues Research Network.
With this work, we aim to assess and better understand the effect of an educational program on environmental sustainability and social justice in the initial teacher training. To achieve these objectives, we analyze the impact of the teaching methodology employed, based on a mixture of convergent methodology that include an ecofeminist approach, an integrated model for physical sport activity in the natural environment practices, and a service learning program. Moreover, in this video, we will attempt to answer two questions. What contribution does our article make to the field of higher education? And how do our argument affect higher education teaching? In the last decade, literature has helped the scientific community in the search for solutions to problems in an increasingly globalized world with a consumerist and aggressive economy that generates high rates of inequality and destruction of the planet. In this context, an answer is needed for the current challenges of the Sustainable Development Goals as a reference to moving toward a better society. In higher education, and specifically initial teacher training, students should learn how to solve social challenges, becoming the main character in fostering a more just society. Physical sport activity in the natural environment should provide an education committed to sustainability and environmental education. Furthermore, if the educational process follows a critical approach, it could lead to a direct effect on the awareness raising and sensitivity toward the environment. Incorporating an approach for environmental sustainability in the initial education can be a key factor to reduce this problem, and ecofeminist pedagogy can help to understand how some educational practices generate more harmonious connection between people and their relationship with the planet in favor of sustainability and social justice. In this regard, this study analyzes the physical sport activity in the natural environment course in the physical activity and sport science degree at the Autonomous University of Madrid. The teaching of this course is based on an integrated education model, and for the development of a service learning project, a critical feminist view was employed. In this slide, we present one of the definitions that service learning could adopt, and additionally, how its critical feminist model complements the educational approach of justice-based environmental sustainability. What students do after specializing in the course is applying their acquired skills in real-world contexts, aiming to address a social challenge or need through this pathway. In our paper, starting from the theoretical framework, we showcase the methodology, the results, a discussion, conclusion, and guidance for future practice. Taking a global viewpoint, in the methodology section, we explain our ethnographic-interpretative approach and then discuss participants, instruments, and procedures. In the course, 210 students participated, and out of these, 45 students voluntarily took part in service learning project, forming 12 groups. Additionally, the participants in this study included a male and a female professor responsible for the course, as well as a woman who served as the representative of one of the community partners. We conducted 7 in-depth interviews with the student, analyzed the 210 learning journals of the student, and held 2 focus groups with the graduate student. Individual in-depth interviews were conducted with the faculty member, and their journals were also analyzed. Furthermore, an in-depth interview was conducted with one of the representatives from a collaborating entity. In addition, institutional documents from the Physical Activity and Sports Science degree program and the institutional framework of Autonomous University of Madrid were analyzed. In this section, we present the implemented program. The educational program was developed over 3 academic years in the required model of Physical Activity and Sports Science degree, taught from January to May for 4.5 hours per week with a total of 16 weeks. The main goal of the program focused on the idea that the student could get to know, feel, and experience the natural environment from the physical sport activity in the natural environment classes. The education for environmental sustainability and social justice were the transversal axis of the content. The different places or contexts where the practical sessions were carried out are classified as nearby, vicinity, and far away from the university. Each student evaluates the effect of these activities. To fulfill these goals, an integrated model was implemented by doing practical activities in different natural contexts. This pedagogical approach includes both the teaching of technical skills related to physical activity and sport, and values such as respect and commitment to the environment. Voluntarily, students would develop a service learning program. The goal of this program was to design an educational initiative that considered and included the needs and possibilities of working with community partners from a critical feminist perspective. The results are structured according to the Human Development Ecological Model. This perspective understands the ecological environment as a set of serial structures with different levels, in which each of these levels contains the other. Macrosystem. SDGs in the university's organizational strategy for teaching JBES. From the analysis of university documents and policy, we highlight the idea that this approach may be based on an incomplete sustainable framework, as it focuses solely on the environmental sustainability and does not address social justice. It seems that the actions are focused on raising awareness among the higher education community to take care for and protect the university's physical space. Mesosystem, teaching JBES in the Physical Activity and Sport Science degree. In this section, we emphasize three ideas. 1. The current focus of the physical activity and sport is linked to a mercantilist and neoliberal society. 2. This hegemonic approach replicates gender inequalities, prioritizing androcentrism and hierarchies. And 3. We must not forget what the origin and nature of modern sport is. Microsystem, keys in the physical sport activities in natural environment model for teaching JBES. Here, we emphasize that it is necessary to review the extent to which this learning is questioned when considering sustainable development proposal. It seems clear that simply including theoretical content on environmental sustainability is likely to be insufficient. The keys lie in the context, the methodological proposal, and the way we assess. In our final consideration, we talk about potential and limitation. We said that the keys to this positive impact were found in the development of the experiences described. However, institutional limitations were also identified, such as permissions or spaces where we can develop the practice. In our document, we analyze these limitations and potentials by addressing the 6 questions displayed on the screen. With these 6 questions and the contribution we provide in the article, we also aim to answer the 2 initial questions. Our article contributes to the fields of education and higher education by providing a pedagogical model that incorporates the presence of nature in learnings and fosters critical students under this ecofeminist point of view. And this model offers us the opportunity to generate proposals that guide degree programs and the teaching disseminated within them toward a more egalitarian and just society. That's as far as our presentation goes. We greatly appreciate your visit and leave our email on the last screen in case you find it useful. Thank you so much for visiting our video.